Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you, Secretary Vilsack. It's an honor to be here with you today. I just want to say that Secretary Jewell sends her regrets. She certainly supports this initiative and wishes she could have been here, but she had other duties today. So, anyway, I am pleased to be here to announce jointly with our friends at USDA some grants that will further water management efficiencies and just conservation efforts overall. Certainly Secretary Jewell and the team at Department of Interior knows the importance of this, as does Department of Agriculture. And it's really a pleasure to be here in Adams County today. Thank you for hosting this event. So it's great to see a lot of our partners and our stakeholders here. We work with you on so many fronts, and it's important. Secretary Vilsack already talked about the President's mandate to us and the memo that he signed back in March, directing us to really take on the challenge of making sure that there's going to be water for all the people that really depend on it. Our cities, our ag, our environment, everything relies on water. Thankfully, we in Interior, through Reclamation and USGS, have a lot of expertise in dealing with water issues. And clearly, Department of Agriculture, through NRCS and others, also deal effectively with water management issues. And so we're working with trying to, as Secretary Vilsack just mentioned, bust the silos and figure out how we can really coordinate our efforts to complement one another in terms of what we're doing. And so let me tell you a little bit about what we're announcing today. The Department of Interior today is announcing $32.6 million in grants that will fund 76 projects in 13 states. And that's all part of the Interior's Water Smart program that we, the Department at the Bureau of Reclamation, manage. The first portion of that is $27.7 million that will go towards water and energy efficiency grants. That'll fund 53 projects, and $27.7 million is nothing to sneeze at, but it really leverages a lot of other funds. And when we partner with USDA and really coordinate those impacts, it goes a lot further than just $27 million. The leveraging gets us to something like $128 million of total dollars that's available for this. We expect from this effort to conserve, not only to improve the water management, but also to conserve something like 123,000 acre feet. And that's water that's conserved every year. As long as if we line a project, line a canal, those savings go on year to year. We're also improving, we're automating systems to improve agricultural water management. We're constructing new conveyances to facilitate water banking and aquifer recharge. We're installing a lot of residential meters and replacing turf in urban areas. Secretary Vilsack also mentioned the drought. Anybody that has lived in the West knows that the West has been going through an intense drought in the last few years. Depending on where you are, it kind of just roams around the West. And certainly right now, California and a lot of the cities that are supplied by the Colorado continue to be in drought. So with that in mind, we, and with the President's directive on dealing with drought, we are working through the Drought Response Program to fund the creation of drought contingency plans. We don't know at any given time how long a drought is going to last. So what we got to do is make sure that we learn from the activities and take steps that will have lasting and build resilience over the long haul. So in the Drought Response Program, we are allocating $4.9 million to 23 projects or efforts to develop drought contingency plans. And that, combined with the cost sharing, is going to yield something like $23 million worth of effort. If you're interested in the specifics of these grants, you can go to our website at usbr.gov/watersmart and take a look at what's being done there. So overall, our effort is to continue to expand our partnerships, first within the federal government itself, with Department of Ag, then with our stakeholders and our partners throughout the West, and to really figure out new ways to conserve water, to use water efficiently and smartly, and to expand on the collaborative efforts that we do have. Secretary Vilsack talked about the way we've been already trying to coordinate the efforts with NRCS grants and our Water Smart grants. And he also talked about the Colorado River salinity programs. Hugely important in terms of water management. That's what continues to make water available to all our needs right now. And then we have partners like Steve Anderson from the Uncompahgre Valley Water Users Association. Steve is going to come up in just a second and tell you about some of the stuff that he's done with some of our grants in previous years. He is the fourth generation of Andersons farming in the Uncompahgre Valley, and both his dad and grandfather served as on the Water Users Board of Directors, as did he until 2014 when he resigned to take the current role as general manager. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Steve.